in today's video we're going to be playing around and creating this look using the CColor Cosmetics new Cherry 2 palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. If you use code HOTMESS10 you'll get this palette for $8. It's a beautiful 12 pan palette, and if it looks familiar, guys, it took me a bit, but I finally figured out once I went to the website and read. This is actually a dupe for the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, which has a retail value of $44. Like I said, this palette is only going to cost you $8. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get into the swatches, the application, my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions, all of that stuff. But before, of course, we jump in, if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name's Rhonda, and over here, we always embrace the hot mess because it's a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone where we sit back, relax, we play in makeup, we talk about makeup, we unbox makeup, and we remember it's just makeup. It's not that serious. We're just here to have a good old time. So hopefully you decide this is a family for you. You'll stick around and subscribe, turn on that notification bell. I also have a second channel, and I'm trying to get to 10K over on Instagram. So make sure to go over to Instagram, give me a little follow. I have been putting makeup tutorials up over there as well as giveaways. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get on in to the video. Now, as I always say, swatches do not tell the full story, so of course we are going to be creating a look using these shades. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this Cherry 2 palette by CColor Cosmetics. I actually for like the first few days that I received this, I could not for the life of me figure out what this palette was a dupe for, but I have since figured it out. It is actually the dupe palette for the Kristen Dominique Berries and Cream, I think is the name of it. I'll pop it up over here so you guys can kind of see that the coloring is right there. They did a whole completely different setup as far as that goes, so that is really what threw me off. It was funny, I was talking to Haley about it and I showed it to her and she's like, I don't know, I can't think of any Urban Decay palettes that would be a dupe for. So like I said, it completely threw me off with the whole setup as far as it being in this type of style palette. But again, you can see really pretty colors. We've seen the swatches, and of course we're going to go ahead and get into the application process. Before I jump into that, I do want to give you guys a little bit more information on this palette. It does have a retail value of $10. However, if you use my code HOTMESS10, which you can use over and over and over again, that will save you 10% on any and all items on CColor Cosmetics website. And with the holidays coming, I highly recommend getting these kind of palettes for stocking stuffers, Secret Santa gifts, all of that. So on the back you can see the layout is showing you guys the shades that are in the palette. As far as ingredients goes, talc is the #1 ingredient. This has a 12-month shelf life and it is cruelty free and made in the PRC. So I've gone ahead, I have primed my lids with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. Unfortunately, my coupon code does not work currently on the eye base, but there is a Black Friday sale that is coming up and a Cyber Monday sale at Gerard Cosmetics. So a lot of you guys have told me you really want to just pick this up. Just wait until then, because hopefully I'm thinking this will be on sale for you guys and you can snatch it up. So let me go ahead, zoom you guys in closer, and we're going to go ahead and get into the whole application process. Okay, we're all friends here, so we are up close, we are personal, we are talking deepest, darkest secrets. I did forget to mention that in this palette, you do get a double-ended type of brush. I mean, I'm not going to use it today. I'm not the type of person that typically uses the brushes that come in palettes because I'm just, you know, a creature of habit. I'm set in my ways. So I did want to show you guys though, I do like that they are coming back with like this sponge tip applicator. I feel like that always works well when it comes to like the metallics. And the one thing I like about this is it doesn't feel spongy, it's more of like a silicone spongy. So you know what, I'll go ahead and use that. I'll use that today just so you guys can get a feel for it. Like I said, I did go ahead and prime my lids already with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I have not set it. I am the type of person that I do set my primers. You don't have to, but I am going to go in with the shade Icing. As you can see in the palette, we do have shade names, so I'm going to go right in with this shade right here and set my primer. Now, I do want to let you guys know there is like a soft, subtle scent to this palette. It's like a fruity baby cherry. I don't know. Don't trust my nose because I have allergies and sinus issues. So I'm probably not the best at explaining a scent. But it does have, what I can pick up on, a subtle scent of like a fruity cherry something. I don't know. Okay, moving on. I do want to go ahead and use the shade, I think I'm going to just use the shade Donut right here in the center. It's kind of like a really soft transition shade. There is some kick up in the palette, but again, that is never a big deal to me. I feel like seeing things like kick up or whatever, sometimes, majority of the time, tells me it's going to have a good payoff. So okay, so from there, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go into that purpley gelato shade right next to it. You guys know I like to use like a lot of different shades, and I'm going to bring it down slightly from where I put the donut shade, and I'm just going to lightly tap that in. I'm just using the Sonia G Blender Pro. This gives me more of like a diffuse, blown out type of look, and I feel like for me, since I don't have the best blending skills, it helps to give more of that softer, dispersed look using this kind of brush. You don't have to use a Sonia G, but one that is similar to this is what really I find helps me. Okay, moving on from there, the shade Raspberry and Truffle are really speaking to me, so I need to incorporate those colors big time, and probably a little bit of the shade Cookies. I just think these shades are so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my brush up a little bit. When it starts getting into darker shades, I start to get a little bit more nervous. So I'm going to just go in with my Crease Pro by Sonia G, and I'm going to use this deeper shade Truffles, but I think because I get a little nerve-wracked with how dark it is, I'm going to mix Truffles and Donuts together, and then that way I can just deepen it as I want. Never be afraid to mix your shades. So sticking with these shades and this brush, I'm going to go into my crease and my outer V area as well, and start to slowly build up a little bit of depth. So I'm going to just take a fluffy brush and blend those shades together. Okay, moving on from there, I do want to go in, like I said, to the shade Raspberry, and I'm going to just use Sonia G, the Worker Pro, and I'm going to focus this on the middle to outer portion of my lid, and then I'm going to come back and brighten it up with the Cookies shade. Then I'm going to go in with the sponge tipped applicator that did come with this palette. I'm going to go into the shade Cookie and then put that right into the inner portion of the lid and buff it out to the middle to help brighten up the eye. And then I'm going to dust it real lightly over the rest of the lid. And then I kind of want to go in with this Popsicle shade. I'm going to put that underneath my eye. I think that'll be pretty. This, I like to use these kind of shades to help with any of the creasing underneath the eye. Kind of helps to conceal it a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with Cookie and brighten it up a little bit more. I'm going to go in with my Sigma. It's like a really flat, what is it even called? Flat definer brush. It's the E15. I'm going to go in to this like black called Cherry Soda and mix it with a little bit of Popsicle right next to it. And I'm going to go really close to my lash line and stamp that. I like to do deeper eyeshadow shades really close to the lash line because I feel like it helps to make my lashes appear to be a little bit fuller than they are. Okay, now I'm gonna hop off and do my mascara and my liner and lipstick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back with my finished look. As far as what is on my lips, it is a whole concoction of different things. I do have my Ace Beauté Be Peachy lip liner. Then I went in with my Lorac Duchess lipstick, my Gerard Cosmetics Shimmer of Hope, mixed all of that together, and then right in the center I topped it off with my OFRA Cosmetics, and this one is Smile for Riley. So if you guys are curious about saving money on any of those lip products, I will have those listed and linked down below for you guys. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Cherry 2 palette. My thoughts on this palette: if you guys go over to CColor Cosmetics website, it says it is the perfect range of warm to cool tone shades with pops of colors. It's a velvety texture and easy to blend. It includes the dual-ended eyeshadow brush, and it's infused with a refreshing cherry scent. So like I said, it's like a fruity cherry type of scent, and to me, like I said, I don't feel like it's an overwhelming scent by any means, and it does dissipate. Like, you smell it as you are applying the eyeshadows, but it's not something that like sticks around and you notice throughout the day or anything like that. It also says it's compared to, as I said, the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, which does have a retail value of $44. And again, I'll pop the palette up over here. Again, this palette is cruelty free, it's paraben free, and it does say this item is only available in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So my thoughts on this palette: I feel like it's just like every other CColor Cosmetics palette that I've reviewed for you guys. I feel like for the price, you are getting a great quality type of eyeshadow formula. It's very easy to work with. As you guys know, I'm not a makeup artist. I am just someone who loves to play and try out all different kinds of makeups, from high-end luxury to very, very affordable. The one thing that I absolutely love about CColor Cosmetics is they get that not everybody either wants to or has the money to spend on high-end palettes. For example, like I said, the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette has a retail value of $44, but if you want that color story, you can find it with CColor Cosmetics, and like I said, with code HOTMESS10, you can get this palette for $8, and it is definitely 100% worth it. You guys, you know, for years I have been testing out, trying out, and wearing, and often you see it in my yearly favorite, their formula, because it lasts, it wears, it's wonderful. As far as the dual-ended eyeshadow brush goes, I mean, I did like the spongy side of it. Like I said, it's not like that dry sponge. It has like almost a grip silicone-y feel to it. So I did like it. I think that it applied nicely. I like using my finger to get that payoff. Of course, you could always go ahead and spritz your brush and get more of a payoff that way, but you know, I don't think to do that stuff until after the fact. So like I said, I really enjoy CColor Cosmetics formula. It is a great way to try color stories out without the huge price tag, if that makes sense. So if you guys, like me, were interested in getting the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, but you just didn't want to pay the $44, this is a wonderful, wonderful option. So, and the other thing that I thought about with this color story is I had posted a picture about the new Huda Beauty Naughty palette. I don't remember what it's called, Naughty something palette, and a lot of people were like, the story, or that color story has been done. And when I opened this palette out, I thought, you know, you're right. I mean, this palette, getting this palette, it made me just kind of not worry about picking up that Huda palette. So if that is something that you were wanting, you were thinking about picking up, was the new Huda palette, which is $67, maybe consider looking at some of the CColor Cosmetics palettes, specifically, of course, this one, because it has a lot of those berry tones in here, but you also get a nice mix of some warm tones as well. So you got, like it says, cool and warm in here. So anyways, guys, for $8, you can't beat it. I know a lot of you guys asked me to review it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I've had it on for a bit now. Obviously, I changed and, you know, homeschooled and all of that fun stuff. And I mean, it wears beautifully. Like I always tell you guys, I use my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. It's a multi-purpose type of primer and I love it, and it holds everything well. I don't know how this works without an eye primer. I would assume fine. So if you guys know, leave us a comment down below. If you did go ahead and pick this up, let me know your thoughts as well, and tag me over on Instagram as always and looks that you create. Anyways guys, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video enough to subscribe. As always, I do a lot of unboxings over here, reviews, get ready with me's. There's a whole bunch of different things, spoilers. So I like to think there's something for everybody, and if not, that's okay. I have a vlog channel where Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. I do upload random Rhonda rambles, typically in my PJs, just, you know, chilling around my house, doing some Amazon unboxings because I do a lot of online shopping versus going out in the world. And give me a follow over there. Don't forget, my daughter Haley's about to graduate from college and we are trying to get her channel monetized, so check her out. And until next time, friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye guys.